Namaskar and good afternoon. First of all, I'd like to thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity. This is probably one of the most relevant topic in today's scenario. So before I get into this topic, I was listening to previous panelists. Just I'd like to spend 2-3 minutes on that topic in relevance to Make in India. We all talk about quality. To me, relevance is more important than quality. Many of us, we can have an expert in vacuum tube of highest level quality, doesn't have any significance. So very rarely we talk about relevance, which I do again reiterate, more important than quality. And in relevance, by relevance in today's world we mean, today is we have to work on unification of social science, life science, management science, and all associated science technology together with technology as the driving force. Today, medical science means, orthopedics means strength of materials. Mechanical engineer is supposed to teach orthopedics. Electrical engineer is supposed to teach cardiology. Which medical institute in India teaches that? Today, for one of the kids, most sought after, internationally sought after combination is sociology, statistics, and computer science. I work on business analytics and social networks. Tell me which university gives me the option of choosing this kind of combination. So I think we have to reflect very seriously on this issue, number one. Number two, we always talk about IITs, IIMs. I happen to be in IIT Bombay, IIM Calcutta, as if every faculty of every IIT is better than every faculty of every institute. Every student of every IIT is better than every student of every institute. Many of our alumni are very well placed in US, Europe. How many of them are from IITs? Just see, many so-called Tier 5 institutions alumni, they are doing exceedingly well there. For me, in terms of value addition, many Tier 3 institutions are doing much better than the topmost IIT. If you see what is the level of input they get, what is the level of output they get. So, the value addition is more important to me, considering the amount of input, including taxpayers' money, that is spent for these elite institutions. I'm being very frank. So, to have Make in India happen, first thing is we have to think of hundreds of institutions. Just 5-10 institutions cannot work. First thing is we have to think of hundreds of institutions. Nowhere in the world you have Stanfords, MITs. An institution is an institution at the specific institutions. Time has come to get out of the concept of family of institutions. You compare IIT Bombay with NIT Suratkal. How do you compare IIT Mandi with NIT Suratkal? No comparison. So, time has come for us to get out of that mindset. Yes, some institutes are doing very well, but as an institute, not as a member of a family. So, in this background, I would like to say that first thing is we have to have at least 100 institutions to make in India happen. Next step is, yes, these public institutions, including NITK Suratkal, I think we have a moral, ethical, social responsibility to handhold the institutions surrounding our locality, at least within our state. How many of these public institutions we allow Saturday, Sunday to be used by other institutions surrounding our campus? Many small institutions, they cannot afford to have mechanical, civil laboratories. And deliberately they keep generally Saturday, Sundays open. I know. But how many of us do handholding? So first thing is, I would suggest, if there is a possibility of making a summary, identify some domains depending on the states. Karnataka could be mining, could be IT, depending on the requirement of the locality. Punjab could be agriculture, something like that. Identify some specific domain. Everyone is not supposed to do everything. Then identify one or two public sector academic institutes, and they should have the mandate to handhold at least 10, 15, 20 institutes surrounding that place on that particular theme, and with a clearly defined objective. That again, in India we talk about private institute, public institute, private funded institute. There are only two kinds of institutes, good and average. There cannot be any other qualifier for an institute. Who knows whether Stanford is private or public? So change in mindset is even more important. So as an action plan, first identify the domain, then identify the institutes, a group of institutes, and then we have to identify a few industries on that particular domain who are ready to join the consortium. And then have some definite deliverable action plans with time frames. And then instead of making very big reports, let's get the job done, even in a small way, within a specific time frame. So with this opening remarks, I'd like to conclude, and I'd be happy to take questions later on. Thank you.